Alright, what's up you guys? I'm here with the TLC pay-per-view DVD collection. TLC 2017 just came out today, so I figured I would do an overview of each pay-per-view like I do all the others. So, first up we have TLC 2009. This was right when they were introducing the gimmick pay-per-views like Hell in a Cell. Money in the Bank came after this a year later. So, this was kind of the start of an era where the gimmick pay-per-views were taken over. And a lot of people say that this is the worst pay-per-view DVD cover of all time. I definitely say it's a contender for sure. It is a mess. But we do get a match listing, so that's exciting. We have Christian versus Shelton Benjamin. Great ladder match for the ECW title. John Cena versus Sheamus, tables match. Undertaker versus Batista in a chair match. And then Chris Jericho and Big Show versus DX for the unified tag titles and a TLC match. That was kind of the big theme of this pay-per-view. DX finally getting the tag titles. Alright, next up we have 2010. I don't hate this cover like a lot of people do. I don't love it. It's interesting, it's creative. I just don't know if it works 100%. But you have Rey Mysterio doing a moonsault there on a stick figure that's dazed on a table. There's your spine. Alright, so for this one we have Natalya and Beth Phoenix versus LA Cool. Triple threat ladder match for the IC title. Dolph Ziggler versus Kofi Kingston versus Jack Swagger. John Morrison versus Sheamus, #1 contenders ladder match. Chairs match, John Cena versus Wade Barrett, where he literally buried him in chairs. Literally buried him. So yeah. The Miz versus Randy Orton in a tables match for the WWE title. And then Fatal 4-Way TLC, Kane, Edge, Rey Mysterio, and Del Rio. I think we all know my opinion by now. What I think of how they treated the Nexus. It is what it is. Alright, TLC 2011. Great CM Punk cover with the ice cream bar. I love that. To this day, I still love that. Alright, so we have Randy Orton versus Wade Barrett in the tables match. Cody Rhodes versus Booker T for the IC title. Mark Henry versus Big Show in a chairs match for the world title. We have Triple H versus Kevin Nash in a sledgehammer ladder match. That was your main event. And then CM Punk versus Del Rio versus The Miz in a triple threat match for the WWE Championship. A little typo. It's actually a TLC match, not just a triple threat match. I don't know if they didn't have room there, or they just didn't feel like advertising that. I'm not sure. Or they just messed it up, like they do a lot of DVDs. Alright, 2012. I think this is the worst cover because it literally says nothing about TLC. Yeah, you have the tables, ladders, and chairs in the background, but it's just your generic pay-per-view cover. I just think it's so generic. I don't know. I mean, we do have AJ Lee on there, though, so that's always a plus. Trust me. Alright, so, no match listing, but we do have Big Show and Sheamus during their little rivalry here. We have John Cena against Dolph Ziggler, taking his most prized possession, the Money in the Bank briefcase, in a high-stakes ladder match. And then we have The Shield making their in-ring debut against Ryback and Team Hell No. Very good TLC match. So, I do like the artwork on that one, though. Very nice. Alright, 2013, spoiler cover galore. It's good to see Vince on a cover, though. That's not something you get very often anymore. But you had Randy Orton there, winning the unified titles. But we had CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. They both had their 3-on-1 handicap matches. CM Punk versus The Shield, 3-on-1, and then Daniel Bryan versus the Wyatt family, 3-on-1. And then we have your TLC match Randy Orton versus John Cena, unifying the big gold belt, my favorite belt of all time, the classic World Heavyweight Championship, and then the WWE Championship. So, it's not the last time we saw the belt. I think the last time we saw it was when Brock had it. So, yeah, there you have disc artwork. Very interesting disc artwork. I like that. Alright, another terrible cover, 2014. It's a clusterfuck. Let's be honest here. Just, oh man, that's bad. And then we have stairs involved. So not only is this TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs, but they also added stairs. Yep, and they drew it in. How special. I do like the back on this, though. Alright, so we have Eric Rowan versus Big Show in your first ever steel stairs match, for some reason. Bray Wyatt and Dean Ambrose in a TLC match. Decent match. Seth Rollins versus John Cena in a tables match. Dolph Ziggler and Luke Harper in a great ladder match. Fantastic match. Really hard-hitting match. They really stole the show. So great effort by them. Great artwork on the disc as well. Alright, 2015. We have Roman Reigns there, and then we have the... I kind of like that big field of ladders. I do like that. Very cool. Spoiler there. It is what it is. But, another spoiler. We have, let's see, the Lucha Dragons versus the Usos and the New Day in a great triple threat tag team ladder match. Great spot by Kalisto off the top of the ladder. Amazing. Just, I couldn't believe when I saw that. So that was really cool. And then we have Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens for the IC title. And then you had your Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks kickoff match. And then Sheamus versus Roman Reigns in your TLC match. Actually, it was a good match, believe it or not. It did turn out good. So, that was after he cashed in at Survivor Series, obviously. And this one does include a card. Good old Dudley Boys. It's so cool. So, very nice. I think we had the Dudley Boys versus the Wyatt family, too, on there. If I remember correctly. Alright, 2016. Great to see AJ Styles on the cover. I love this cover. Given the phenomenal forearm. You have your tables, ladders, and chairs in the background. And this was a good pay-per-view. I liked it. But we had Alexa Bliss versus Becky Lynch for the women's title. Kicking off Alexa Bliss's role. She's still on top. And I always love this announcer. He's having the time of his life right there. He really is. We have The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler in a ladder match, following their Great No Mercy match. And then Dean Ambrose and AJ Styles in a TLC match. Great, fantastic match, only to be ruined by James Ellsworth, who's now gone. So, okay, we do get a New Day card, so that's pretty cool. I still love that they do the cards. Just a little touch, you know? And finally, we have 2017. Kurt Angle, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose on the front there. Very cool. Very cool cover. And this one was a complete mess because they changed everything around due to the meningitis outbreak. But it was like a good mess. Like, it turned out to be better than the original pay-per-view would have been. But we have Asuka versus Emma in her first pay-per-view match and Emma's final pay-per-view match. We have Sasha Banks and Alicia Fox, your kickoff match. Kalisto versus Enzo for the Cruiserweight title. Mickie James versus Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's title. And then we have AJ Styles replacing Bray Wyatt against Demon Finn Balor. Turned out to be a great match. And then we have Kurt Angle, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose versus The Miz, Sheamus, Cesaro, Kane, and Braun Strowman. So Kurt Angle in a WWE ring competing for the first time in 11 years. That is awesome. So, say what you want. Kurt Angle in the ring again. Still great to see. You get a Sasha Banks card. So, that about does it. That is your TLC pay-per-view DVD collection. I hope you guys enjoyed. This has been the DVD Freak. Peace out.